if I wanted to start my own chapter or group, what basics would I need to get to start racing? That's a great question, Queen. I will say that Knoxville, our local chapter, started as a Facebook group. There was this guy, and he just was into drones, and he created Knoxville FPV Freestyle, whatever it was. He created the group, and he would just go out to the park every Saturday and fly his drone around. And originally it was him and this guy named George and me. And we just went to the park and sat around and flew our drones. And then eventually more people started coming. So, like, I haven't thought about that in a long time. Just the three of us. That was the beginning of the Knoxville Multi-GP chapter. Eventually, somebody decided they wanted to run races and not just freestyle. And we would just pick some trees and be like, okay, you're going to go around this tree to the left, over to that tree, to the right, over the top of this tree. And we literally just made race courses with the trees in the park. We didn't have gates, and we also didn't have a timing system. We just raced, and somebody would watch the gate and see who came across the line first. And then that was the guy who won. So really, it doesn't take much. But if you want to do an actual multi-GP chapter, which is well worth doing, you're going to need some gates. You're going to want to buy some gates. You can make gates out of PVC, but if you can make the actual multi-GP style gates with the fabric, they last a lot longer because the drones bounce off the fabric instead of bouncing off the PVC, and they don't break your PVC quite as much. You can buy gates from 533. You can buy gates from Multi-GP website. The gates are they're not inexpensive, but you can try to get donations for them, but it's better if there's just one dude who has a job and no family, and that dude just ponies up a few $100 to buy gates, and then that dude just is, now you have to invite him to every race because he has the gates. And then the next thing you would want to get would be some kind of timing system. And again, it doesn't have to be something complicated. There are simple timing systems available for, even as little as, $50 in hardware plus some open source software. There's more expensive ones that do more complicated things up to the, say, $100 or $200 range for the hardware. And that's not mandatory, but it does give a little bit more sort of official timing to the race. And then you just got to get the word out and get people to come. That's really all it takes, though. Yeah. Yeah. The number one thing you need is the consistency. You need to put yourself out there, and you need to be like, hey guys, I'll be at this location and we're going to race. It doesn't have to be an official Multi-GP sanctioned race, but you need to get the word out to your local community. I'll be here and we're going to race. And then you show up. And if you're the only one who shows up, you just fly some packs and have fun. But someday, one other guy will show up. And then you and him race. And maybe someday, now you got two people who come out every weekend. And slowly it grows. That's the hope.